Hello everyone, welcome to the Australian Open Finals Day. Things are getting a little bit exciting here. I'm joined in the commentary box with Lee Sutch, or maybe perhaps I'm joining Lee Sutch in the commentary box.
Thank you, Kelsey. It's great to be here. Well, how quickly 12 months goes by, Kelsey. Here we go. Weather has been absolutely beautiful here on the Gold Coast.
We're going to quickly flick over to Don, who's going to interview Rowan Brassey.
Now, Rowan, congratulations on making the final of the 2018 Australian over 60s men's pairs. How have you felt your run been so far?
Oh, we've had a pretty good run because we're still here, but we've had a lot of close games. We've won about 2 of them on the last bowl and another one by 2, so we're just making it anyway.
And you're an experienced player on the international scene with New Zealand. How does this compare with the live TV rink?
Oh, it's pretty good. The green is really slick and conditions are good, so I'm expecting a pretty good game today.
All the best.
So Rowan Brassey there, teamed up with Sam Laguza today. Very experienced pair. Their opposition today, a couple of locals, a couple of smokies through to the final. We've got Paul Davis and Peter McBridey from Robina. I think Dom's going to have a quick chat to Peter, who'll be skipping today.
Now, Peter, it's your first Australian Open final. How excited are you?
Oh, we're very excited. Paul and I, we're getting on a bit, but we love this event and we've played in it every time it's been up here and we've done well this time to get to the final.
And you're a Robina local, and I hear that there's a big contingent of Robina supporters coming your way to watch?
Yeah, there's quite a few from Robina cheering us on, so I hope their cheering can get us over the line.
Awesome, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's great to hear that the locals are going to have plenty of support. There's definitely a few people floating around at Broadbeach with lots of finals action. There's lots happening on the other greens as well, but this game's going to be it's a bit of a David versus Goliath kind of situation here.
It certainly is, Kelsey. The Robina boys are going to have their hands full. You know, Rowan Brassey, one of the greatest, not just for New Zealand bowlers, but also one of the world's best draw bowlers. Well over 600 games for him for New Zealand, and Sam also a former Australian representative and singles champion. But the Robina boys are going to have the crowd on their side.
So these guys are going to kick off. A reminder for everyone: the conditions of play today. These guys are playing 3 bowl pairs, 18 ends, and there is a time limit. Time limit's 3 hours. So I don't think these boys will need 3 hours. I think they'll be straight into it. Looking forward to this game, and plenty of other games as well. So this afternoon, after this one, we've got the over 60s women's pairs final. The semi-finals are happening now on green 2. And later on in the day, women's fours final. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. I know most of you have probably been tuning in for the last 10 days. There's been great action here from the Australian Open. Ringside Live, 2 or 3 matches a day. It's great to be able to watch so much bowls, and obviously it's more exciting now as we approach finals.
Certainly is, Kelsey. We are down to the nitty-gritty here at Broadbeach as the players are just getting underway as we start away from the clubhouse. Sam leading off. And it looks like a pretty handy start too. Plenty of experience here for these 2 guys, Kelsey. So the Robina boys will have their hands full. As Paul needs a bit of a correction now with his second bowl.
It's great to hear Peter say that they've played in this event since its inception here on the Gold Coast. Great to see so many locals getting involved, and what a great opportunity for them. You know, a couple of guys that have, previous to this event have probably only won, a few club championships, maybe some district titles, and here they are playing against some of the best players that we've seen, in the last couple of decades. So a reminder for everyone that's watching, if you get sick of what we're talking about, perfect opportunity to send in some fan questions.
Certainly a good opportunity. Well, it's been a pretty big 12 months for both of us, Kelsey. We saw little Sienna come along. And also a gold medal too, Kelsey, as well.
There has been a lot going on in the last 12 months.
And I've put on 6 kilos. So that's been what's going on with me.
Can't tell.
So Sammy now, in his final delivery, has plenty of room to wait in another counter. He's chasing after it. It's starting to come down now. Well, the greens have been running pretty quickly here too, Kelsey. Haven't had any rain for well over a week.
I know. I actually can't believe it. No rain during the Australian
Yes.
Open. That never happens. We
Yes.
say, you know, come to the Gold Coast, enjoy the sunshine, and every year we've had rain, but this year the conditions have been absolutely perfect. I've even got the singlet out, got a suntan one day during my qualifying. It's been amazing. Amazing weather.
So Peter, his first bowl. Still does have plenty of room, but it's a close one. Well, his weight was pretty good. Kelsey, but just running away a touch.
Yeah, he's got a couple more to correct it, but the class of Ron Brassey, I think he'll get a few inside that first one of Peters.
Well, Ryan will be looking to do pretty well in this event too, Kelsey. His long-time partner on the international stage, Peter Bells, won this event a couple of years ago. So he just pulls up a touch short with his first. So Peter now had lovely weight with his first bowl.
Same weight, slip around that front one. Paul's looking interested.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he's got the weight though, Kelsey.
No, the track is so good.
So now then, real opportunity here for Brass. His second bowl just drawing up on the backhand. Still does have a good meter. Really put the pressure here on Peter first up.
Yeah, it's looking
This is
okay.
going to be another one. So, a bit of trouble here early for the Robina pair. 3, possibly 4.
Is he round the front one?
Oh, he
Is
needs to be.
round
He's
it?
not going to be. He's going to get the front.
Right, it was good.
Well, Brass, got plenty of room here. Looking like a handful here for the first end. So, this will be a great start here. And Brass taking a pretty safe line.
Is he there?
Oh, he's just gonna
Just
clash. So 4 it is. So 18 ends, Kelsey. 3 bowl pairs. So very good start. A little good Brass duo. Well, Sammy was on this ring last year in the fourth final. Just going down to the great Alex Marshall, who features in this year's fourth final as well, Kelsey.
Yeah, look, that men's fours is going to be a cracker again.
Oh, what a screamer.
It was last year. Alex Marshall's done it again. Different team this year.
Yes, he does have a couple of different members in the side this year. And certainly not lacking any strength either, Kelsey. With,
Brought in some big guns.
yeah, with Jeremy Henry coming into the side. Nathan Rice.
Nathan Rice playing second.
So as we come back to the clubhouse, Sam looks like going round the clock on the backhand.
Yeah, another good starter.
Very good start.
Bit of atmosphere starting to brew here at Broadbeach for people that have been to Broadbeach before, or if we can try and paint a picture for you as you sort of walk in the front door, go through the merchandise stand, you come straight out and this is what you see, this TV ring front and centre. So it's in a great spot for everyone walking by. We've got lots of action happening on the other greens as well. Disability, men's singles, women's over 60s pairs semi-finals. We've got the women's singles final kicking off
11:30.
pretty
Kelsey.
soon.
Number 30. Yeah, Christina Christic against Rebecca Van Ash.
Yeah, about 6 feet, Paul. Just stay there. Come in past yours.
I reckon there'll be a lot of people at home sitting in front of the TV, Fox Sports or SBS, watching the women's singles final and the men's pairs final today with the computer in front of them on the coffee table, watching this awesome game.
That's on the live stream, yes.
How good's that?
Well, this is a better one for Paul. That's what he needs. Good second shot there. Just finishing just behind Jack High. Sammy must be looking to beat that with his last bowl.
Interesting to hear Rowan say they've sort of snuck through a couple of their games.
Well, you do need a couple of results like that, don't you, Kelsey, to get through. A little bit of lady luck on your side certainly helps.
Absolutely.
Sammy, he's just going to run.
Yeah, one there.
And without seeing those games, I would imagine their experience would have helped them get through
Out and onto the jack.
Certainly would have.
in those last few ends.
But Paul staying with his backhand. Just going to just get under that bowl of Sam's.
Got enough grass. Give yours a good hit.
Well, he looks like he needs to get to his own bowl here, Kelsey, if he can. Oh,
Wow,
well, it's
that'll
all happening
work,
here.
that'll work.
We've got early wiki woo happening, Kelsey.
Oh God, it's been 12 months. I thought you might have forgot about that. Gave his ball a chance. That's all you can ask for.
He's got a couple of good bowls in the head now, Kelsey, so
Yeah, we don't know much about Peter. I haven't seen him play before. But I reckon he's not going to be short with his first one. Couple of seconds. Bit of a target there.
and a great little club too out at Robina. Played the last couple of years there, Kelsey, so wonderful facilities out at Robina. As you see, Brass with his first bowl backhand. Doesn't look to be too far away. Oh, it just needs to die underneath that front one.
Good shot.
Oh,
that's
it
pretty
just
good.
about has.
Two, Peter.
Oh, and it's a counter as well. Well, we see Wade early
This is
from
what we like.
Peter. And Paul looks keen.
Boris.
Go ball, mate.
Well, it's got a bit of Jack
great
as well on the way
shot.
through. What do you think of that, Brass?
Probably this side.
So, what's he got here, Kelsey? Probably might have to change over.
Anywhere here, mate. Good.
So, full-hand it is.
A couple of feet to draw the shot. A couple of feet on his last bowl would be be close. Always loved Ron Brassey's delivery.
Yeah, it's never changed.
Just yeah, oh, exactly the same. Simple, gets it away good every time.
Come on, Brassy.
Well, look at the result too.
Any time you like.
As it's
Great shot, mate.
That's going to be
Oh,
very
very
close to the
good.
shot.
Come down.
Well, it is. So Pete played a great one with his first. Not sure if you can see the bowl, Kelsey.
well, he was having a bit of a look. Looks like he's shaping up on the backhand. Looks like there's a bit of a gap.
Okay, so let's see. Backhand. He's a little bit wide. He's going to need some run on here.
Ooh, that might have made it a little bit
Look at it, mate.
trickier for his
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, it is good.
Well, Brass, he'll be looking to try and stay away from his last bowl here, Kelsey. So
Yeah, absolutely.
See.
Weight's great.
see Sammy just stepping out to the right-hand side there.
Well done, buddy.
Just needs to keep going.
Good shoot.
Well, it's going to be
Two down, Peter.
very close to two.
There you go. Huh? You want me to run it or what? Well, no point. They've got two there now. Unless you think you get them both out.
Let's see what he plays here,
Have a
Kels.
run. That one may take that one. We've got three.
Well, they do have the next three after those two. So Pete's going to have a run at this.
Well, he's had 2 runs, so he may as well.
Oh, he's going again. Oh, he's tight. Well, so it's going to be another 2.
So,
So very good start for the goods from Brassie. 6-0 after 2 ends.
well, I think Peter and Paul need their Robina clubmates to start making some noise. Get these guys on the scoreboard.
Yep, certainly do. So Sammy sticking with his backhand. Joined the Charlestown Bowling Club this year. His partner Ryan Brassie out at the Maitland City Bowling Club. Had a couple of seasons with them now. Very good start here from Sam.
Sam and Rowan are up your way now. You had a game with any of them?
Well,
lately?
I did have a game with Brass over Easter. And it was just an absolute awe. And they were calling me Peter Bellis.
Were they?
They were calling me, yeah. They reckoned it was
Wow.
right up there. Yeah.
Gave you a taste of what a World Championships would be like.
Oh, very good reply from Paul Davis.
So Ryan Brassie was always renowned to be such a good lead. So it's interesting to see him out here skipping. Whenever I've seen him play internationally back in the day,
Yep, was always leading.
he was always leading, and wow, he was good.
Best draw bowlers who ever played the game. Sam's just getting a little trail.
Yeah, just your bowl's that short,
He's
man.
probably going to need about a yard now
Do that.
on his second bowl. Just a little breeze around. Kelsey, just a little bit cool.
Right down here, Paul. Good ball, man.
Well, he's going to need to run into the jack.
Yeah, good try.
It's going to be a handy bowl back there, though.
Yeah, there is just a little bit of breeze. Interesting to see what the players think, if it's making too big an effect on the bowls. As you can see on the screens there, there's a little bit of coverage, and we've got the merchandise stand up in the car park there on the right hand side of the screen as you look at it. So there's a bit of coverage on this rink.
Oh, Sammy's not going to be happy with that, pulling up short.
Over him here.
As we see, Rebecca's just arrived.
We've seen a few finalists come in this morning, collecting their uniforms. Be very exciting for them.
Be a very good pairs final too. The men's pairs. Kelsey, it's an all New South Wales affair.
Yeah, good try.
That will be on this afternoon. Harley McDonald and Aaron Tees will be playing Chris Herden and Carl Healy. So there'll be an absolute cracker, that one.
Yeah, 4 pretty experienced players. Aaron Tees, a former Australian Open singles champion. Chris Herden, he was in a pairs final a few years back.
And Carl's won a couple over the years. Back when it was in the...
Back when it was in Darebin.
Yes. Yes, former triples winner. Preston needs to stop as well.
Just the line more than anything.
Yeah, they're bending quite sharply.
How long's Brass been in Australia for now, you reckon, such?
You play what you think.
It's been quite a while.
He was at Cabramatta for a long
Yeah.
while in Sydney.
He was at the Hills too back in the Premier League days. So that's about 15 years ago. So he's been in here quite a while now, Brass.
Do you remember the Bowls rumour mill when he first sort of come out? He'd just stopped playing internationally for New Zealand, and so many people used to say that he, could easily still be in the New Zealand team. So
Yes, well over 600 appearances. And, there wouldn't be too many around in that group, Kelsey, so... So his second bowl, weight was pretty good. Looks like he's just taking a bit off this one.
Right line, mate. Not 2, 1 metre.
Right, so it's a couple to the Robina pair.
Right, us coming in there if you want to play wide. Well, onto their brown bowl. No, onto our bowl. Don't touch theirs, onto that. Or wide, yeah.
Okay, so over to the forehand.
He's given him a few options here. I probably didn't mind the backhand. Just played one there.
Looks like he's just trying to rest these bowls on the wing here, but stays on. It's just going to go.
So try and set their bowl. The 2 down. Yeah. Well, you only need another metre on your last one, unless. Well, this is our touch here. It's up to you. Either you draw there or you come through a little bit of way through that.
Right, so a change of end as well for Rowan. Well, he's just trying to draw it, Kelsey, but I don't think he's there.
Yeah, I don't think he sent it.
I think I'll go here now, Peter. All right, mate. I just let it float in
So
here.
a chance.
We've got 2. As for their blue bowl.
Chance now, Kelsey, for Peter to add a third.
Yeah, throw it out. We saw Brass's first one cut right across the head, so it's definitely swinging on this backhand side.
Certainly is.
Throw it out, miss the front blue and draw another.
I don't know if he's too wrapped in it.
And he's taking a very safe.
Yeah, he's not going to give the shot away anyway, Kelsey.
Well, that's all right.
He's thrown off. And the Robina boys, they're on the board. 2 shots. So 6-2. Okay, so
All right, so for people, there's a lot of people that are always interested in what bowls the players are using. Peter, Green Master, XV1s. Haven't seen those around for a little while. Paul, using Henslide XGs by the looks of it. Sam Laguza, Aerodynamics. And Ron Brassey, Taylor SR. So a bit of a mixed bag
bit of mix,
there.
yeah. Okay, so we've got a reasonably long end here, Kelsey, so...
Yeah, well, good to change it up.
Well, it's giving Sam plenty of room. Oh, Sam's still sticking with his backhand around the clock. Well, he's going to be underneath that front bowl. And weight's going to be pretty handy too.
Great opener again.
Look at that. So you win an Australian singles. Very good draw bowler as well, Sam.
Play one here.
Oh no, it's been brought up, Kelsey. The haka. Yes, I'm not sure if that'll ever be seen again.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure whatever gets posted on social media is there for life, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you deleted that?
Well, no one was following my lead, so I'm
Have
not
you
sure what's
deleted
going
that
on.
video, or is it still out there for everyone to see?
Yes, I was very grateful that Richard Gervin put that up.
So for people who don't know what we're talking about, Sachi, you want to
Yes.
explain?
Well, if you want to... It was after a little win at the Nelson Bay Pairs, and there was a fair few New Zealanders there, so the haka came into play,
Yeah, one there.
and well,
Just a little bit of grass,
I'll
Paul.
let you view the footage to make your own opinion on
Did you have
what
clothes
went
on?
on. Some parts Some parts I did. But the camera does add weight, it is true, I can confirm that.
How much, mate?
Well, we're saying too, Kelsey, we've had next to no rain really, so we're reasonably confident these greens will be, well, they'll have to be at least 16, 17 seconds. Very, very fast conditions here. Well, right across the Gold Coast, played on the middle green at Helensvale. That was absolutely flying.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Felt like it was running 35. I couldn't pull them up.
Especially with that bit of wind behind you.
Yes.
That's why the Australian Open's, you know, so great to be here on the Gold Coast at this time of year because, you know, generally speaking, we do have such good weather this time of year and the greens run really, really well. You got your timer out and such. You're going to
Yeah, we'll see
time
how
the
we go
green
here.
for us. All right, here we go. Now, going in this direction is going into it, just slightly pushing into the breeze. So we'll see what you get.
Yeah, so we're not far off the 18-second mark.
Yeah, 17 seconds into the breeze.
So
Might play into the Kiwis' hands.
well, that's right. They'll be certainly used to that back home.
What's up, Brassy?
Very good start.
No, mate.
Good enough for two. Well, it's just a draw shot here from Peter. It's a close one. Important for these guys, Kelsey, to try and back up the last end that they won.
Oh, this
Oh,
one
there's the
looks-
weight. He needs a bit of jack.
Bit of the jack. Oh.
Absolute clockwork delivery here, Ryan Brassey. Comes out very smooth.
The thing I'd like to know, if maybe someone's watching, maybe there's some Kiwis watching, and they might have had a chance to, you know, watch Brass for many, many years. After he lets his bowl go, as smooth as it is, he always seems to step backwards.
Yeah,
If I did something like that, I usually step back thinking,
Ah.
oh God, this is a terrible one, you know.
that's right.
And you sort of want to get away, get behind the mat and stop looking at it. But he steps back every single bowl.
Well, I suppose it's just routine for a minute.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't had
I
the
wonder if
chance to
he's
see.
done that. I wonder if he's done that from day one.
Well, I have seen the 88 World Pairs final, Kelsey, and it's
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Well, there you go. That's what it takes to be a world-class player, doesn't it? Delivery is so important.
Okay, so a big one here. One Peter forehand. His final bowl. Well, he's going weight too.
Well, he's got something through the jack.
Oh,
Can
what's
he
going
get
on
it
here?
clean?
Well, he
Get
needs
it
some.
clean.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
You can't do that again.
Paul said, I bet you can't do that again.
yes.
Not much of a gap there.
So now then, Brass, a real opportunity here to get another good count.
Good line again, yeah, Brassy.
Well, look at the line here, Kels. So
Yeah, he's throwing it right out.
Come on,
he's only
Here
going to
it
get back to his
comes.
own bowl.
Come on.
Here it
Make it come.
comes.
It falls in. Well, it has. So how many is it? Well, they kicked two out already. So it's another four.
Another four.
So just 4 ends in. Brassey and Lagutsa already in the double figures, so 10-2 lead. Still plenty of ends to go, but an unlucky break there for Peter.
Absolutely. For people that have just tuned in, we're playing 3-ball pairs, 18 ends. There is a time limit of 3 hours, but can't see.
No, we'll be fine there.
Yeah, we've generally been getting most of the games done just over the 2-hour mark.
So Sammy no mucking around, backhand around the clock. Been working so far.
Handy start.
Well, this looks like a better one. And Paul, much better openers. Very good start. And Sammy's weight wasn't too far off around the mark. Really are getting some swing on this side of the green. Kelsey. That was a good weight again. Just run away. Well, the great Peter Bells has just walked in as well. Kelsey, settle on.
Wow. Former champion.
Paul needs to keep running.
Ah, that's
Wow,
good.
that's-
2 great balls.
Yes, it is a little sneaky target though, isn't it? So we might see Sam arrive to this.
Oh yeah,
Well,
he's
we
winding up.
might see a bit larger. Well, Sam, no mucking around. Tell you what, he's close. Oh, look at that, Sam
look at
Lagutsa.
that.
Thank you very much.
Driving leads. What a great shot.
So, Paul, his hard work. One's in the ditch and one's nearly out of bounds, so. He's going to run.
Just pulled up. Wow. Paul's had 3 pretty handy bowls there, and
Yeah.
that's what we like to see.
Got a nice little
Bit
crowd
of
starting
action.
to on too, Remy.
Having a few comments on Facebook. Bring back Brassey. They're calling for it. After that shot Sam Laguza played.
Well,
Bring
it was
back
a
Sam
ripper.
Laguza.
Yes. Oh, Brassey's not far away here, Kels. Oh, look at this. They've turned this end around.
That was looking odd. I actually thought that was going to be right on it. It's just drifted away a little bit. This green's definitely got some pace to it and turning. Had a question, dead ends or replayed? Dead ends replayed or respotted. So throughout the whole Australian Open, dead ends are respotted on the tee.
So how's Peter looking here? Just needs to stop. Oh, just run him quickly past the jack and he's going to run through.
Yeah, look at it. It was running 17 seconds going into the wind.
He'll be absolutely flying coming this way,
Flying this
away from
way.
the clubhouse. So Brass, we're going to repeat the dose. And his speed looks pretty good again.
Come on, run a bit. Run a bit. Good shot. That's 2, Paul.
There's another one.
2. Good night.
Lots of people are writing in the comments about Brassey. Remember watching him back in the day Nothing's changed.
So a little bit of trouble. Peter needs a close one. There's always one to play after this.
Oh, this is looking all right, isn't
How we
it?
going this time?
Just got to run.
Paul's interested.
Just got to run.
I think that's going to be good enough. It is.
Yeah, well
So-
done. Well done.
That ball's protected by that. Got 2 seconds. You want to have a run
He's going to have a look at this bowl, Kelsey.
Yeah, look, he's just said he thinks Ron's blue ball second shot there is protected by the front white one.
Sammy's touch is also in the ditch, but it's on the other side of the rink. So Brassey's having a look at this bowl. Sam's interested. Is he going to hang on? Just going to run away.
Come again, Peter. Oh, short.
Well, it was important too, Kelsey, for the Robina pair to try and win this end. So holding one.
Yep.
Well,
His track's the same.
it's looking all right.
I don't think he's too far away here, Kelsey.
Just got to run that little.
I tell you what, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
well
Peter.
done. 2 great bowls.
Thank you. 2 rippers.
2 great bowls there.
And
Brassey
it's
still
10-4.
leading 10-4. Wow, if he had got that jack on the last
Well,
set,
that's right.
you know. This game's definitely closer than the score's indicating at the moment. Been some quality bowls, as we would expect. These guys have won a lot of games to get to this stage.
So Peter just standing up the line a bit, so wants a slightly shorter end, but well, these jacks will be pretty hard to pull up. So interesting, Kelsey. We see both players going backhand around the clock.
Yeah.
Not normally a traditional textbook leading, but
No, but Sam was doing it so well. He's opening, 5 ends. Well, so Paul thought he might follow him. It's a good move.
well, it's pretty handy against Sam. Been getting that first one within the yardstick just about
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, giving that first one a chance.
Looks to be a better one here too.
Just needs to stop.
Just see him just trickling past.
Had a comment in from Erica. So she went down to Cabra for her first roll-up 7 years ago. Was coached by Rowan Brassey. Wouldn't you love to be coached by
Well,
Rowan
you wouldn't-
Brassey?
Certainly, you wouldn't get too many better than that.
Pretty confident he'd keep things simple, wouldn't he? No fuss about him.
No.
Come on, run there. Come on, Paul. Good ball there.
This is looking pretty good.
It's a good one here.
Run here.
Well, it's a good third one.
Go here, mate.
Paul's definitely holding his own. He's had some great shots. I mean, last time he had 2
Well,
right
that's
on
right.
it. Coming down this way 2 ends ago, he had a couple of good seconds.
Well, Sammy doesn't have to change too much. Got the 2 bowls there waiting. Oh, I don't know if he's going to run, is he? Well, he dropped short, so...
Any wiki woos yet, such? There was
well,
one.
we did have a
There was one.
little one on the second end.
Is it a wiki woo? If it, I don't think it got the shot.
No, I didn't get the shot.
No, so it's like half a.
Yeah, just a half woo.
Yeah. A few more finalists walking in. Marilyn Emerton skipping the women's fours and Chris Herden. I wonder if there's been any cat fights amongst the girls and the boys in there trying to pick what colour they want,
Yes.
yellow or blue. Bowls Australia do a pretty good job trying to, match it to the bowl as best they can.
They're just starting to find their weight now, these Robina boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brass.
Well, it's only going to take a bit of an off end. These Robina boys can get back in the game. Only 6 behind.
There's 2 at the moment.
Long way to go.
Well, Peter Drew, second shot with his first. So it looks like... Well, I don't think he needs to change too much, Kelso. Just got to try and miss Brassey's first bowl.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one. Draw another. Now if he can get round Brass's bowl, won't be a target.
Well, that's right.
They've
Especially
already
with the
got
arc
one.
there.
Already got one past the jack.
It will bend. He needs to miss it to get to the back one. Well, he's going to.
Wow.
Well, he had a little bit of beef on it, but got the perfect connection. So, Brass. Does not look worried one little bit, Kelsey.
No.
You wouldn't know if he was holding 5 or 6 down.
This looks all right.
And here comes Brass.
Is he getting the jack?
Here comes Rowan Brassey. Look at this. Wow.
What a shot.
Well, it might have just gone too far, but I think it's going to be 1.
Yeah, looks like 1. Looked like it was going to be 3 there for a little while.
No worries at all from the master.
1 blue.
Oh, what a turnaround that was. Well, this ain't going to be an easy shot either, Kelsey.
No, it's a little bit of carnage in the front. Got to miss the front.
Well, he can still give this bowl a chance.
Yeah, the way that hand's turning, let's give it a little chance. Around the front, get back to the shot bowl. Jack around the corner would be handy for the Robina boys.
There we go. Paul's having a look.
Is he going to
well.
turn?
Geez, yeah, good weight.
Yeah, great
Yeah,
effort.
really good weight.
Come on. Get the edge of that. You get on the rest and push him out.
Well, that's a call.
Second draw.
Here we go.
I don't think he's doing anything too flashy, Brass, so wouldn't want this jack to move at all.
Trying hard.
I'll tell you what, Kelsey,
Trying hard.
He's,
look at this. You're going to flick this in for another.
oh,
The matter with you? 1.
So,
another great end
well,
of bowls there.
Brassey bomb. Well, we've only had the back-to-back ends once, Kelsey, and that was the first 2 that the Goodser and Brass won. So, a third of the way through.
Oh, we've got a question, bit of trivia. Has a Kiwi ever won the men's Aussie Open singles? I think I know the answer.
Yes, they have. I think it was one of the first or second too. It was the early.
Back in the early days.
It was in the earlier piece.
This is going to test me.
I think
I
it
can
was
blame Baby Brain. I can picture him. Russell Meyer.
beat Leif Selby, I think.
Russell Meyer.
I think he beat Leif Selby too, from memory.
There's another Kiwi in the running this year.
Yes, young Seamus, 17 years old. Oh, what a tournament he's had. Semi-finalist in the 4s.
What a great time for a young Kiwi player to do
Oh,
well here in
wow.
Australia on these greens with the World Championships coming up.
Well, he gave me a bit of a lesson yesterday, Kelsey, and he's very, very good young kid. Going to have one heck of a future ahead of him.
The future of bowls is looking pretty
it
good,
certainly
isn't it,
is.
really?
Certainly
No.
is.
You know, and obviously a bit biased towards our Aussie crew, but we've got some absolute superstars coming through.
Well, Sammy's changed his hand here for the first time. But still lacking that good meter.
Looking good here.
He's just drawn around that pack. Oh, it's a very good shot. Oh,
Yeah, great
look at
shot.
that.
He's really starting to give
Well,
Sam a run for his money now.
Well, Sam lies light up after. I think he's going to have to get a. Well,
No, he's having a crack.
I think he's going to have a go here. So he's winding
It's
it
with
up.
these driving leads in these over 60s. Aren't they supposed to?
So Sammy says, I want a piece of the action. I'm going again. Well, he's wider this time. What's going to happen? Oh, heck.
Oh, nearly.
Sheesh.
You were nearly going to say it, weren't you? Didn't get the shot though.
Well, he just ran through, so.
I'm loving this.
Oh, plenty of up and at him.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, there's this one travelling.
Well, it gets past this front one.
He wants to be around the mark. Supposed to hang around.
Yep, another handy bowl.
Yep. Well, I suppose it is that kind of pace, Kelso, isn't it? Where sometimes it might be easy to try and run bowls
Yeah.
out. And I dare say, though, we'll see Brass try and draw this. Yeah, backhand draw. I think the draw the shot, Kelsey. You'll have to get around that front white one.
Absolutely, the way their screen's turning.
Well, Sam's having a look.
It's coming back. Has he got the weight?
He's just going to be a little bit hot.
Just a touch. Handy spot though.
Yep, it's in the pen.
Right here. Yeah, right there, do it.
A lot of foot traffic coming through these doors now. There's people coming in. There's a lot happening here at Broadbeach today.
Well, just needs to keep going. His line's good. Oh, well.
That'll be yours.
Well, Brass needs about a yard off here, Kelsey, so line was magic. Well, just running through again.
On yours. How short? A yard? Yeah.
Well, he's not going to need much more to count, Kelsey, if he doesn't already, so.
But even if I think he's got to make sure he gives this one a little bit of a chance.
Yeah,
Nothing
right.
past the jack.
Well, exactly.
Or unless there's one hiding. I don't think there's one hiding back there, so give it a chance. If he draws another one, great.
Well, his weight's a little bit better, but he's going to get through the port. Well, he will.
He probably needs to
Well,
keep running.
yes.
Yeah, didn't want to give him a target.
Oh, a big one here now from Brass. I think he's just going to draw it, isn't he? He's just drawing. It's not going to be an easy draw shot, this.
No, just needs to lose. Well, probably even if he lost a metre, he'd reduce the count.
Well, I don't know if he's there. No, he's not. Well, he doesn't want to turn that in. Okay, so. Well, if he's around Paul's bowl.
I hope he hasn't just jinxed himself. He said, "Don't hit the jack."
Well, if he's around Paul's short one. So a chance here for a good count for Peter. Well, he hasn't got dangerous weight, so he's not going to give it away.
I think he's
Well,
scared.
He might have scared himself.
He's scared himself. This is good though. 3.
Well, they could nearly double their score here,
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Sam's going to have a quick look.
I think he's only
No,
looking at
he's
the
going
third, so the
to
front
measure.
the front one's not going to be in. So this measure to get the score within 4 shots. Pretty close here, Kelso.
Yeah.
Oh, might only be 2. 2, it's only 2.
Ooh.
Wide in.
Well, we've got a bit of a game on our hands here. Sam Lagoose and Ron Brassey leading 11-6
Well,
over our 2 locals, the Rabina boys, Peter and Paul.
well, they haven't gone back-to-back ends yet, Kelso, so there wouldn't be a bad time to do so.
Are they going to change the length up a little bit? So they're stopping for the jack just a little bit shorter.
Yeah, there hasn't been much change in the length. They've all been sort of
No.
3/4 along.
So just a reminder for everyone, we've got the ability to read your comments coming in. So feel free to ask some questions. Happy for you to direct more of them towards the Such. Make him earn his money today.
Well, there is a Such autograph signing too, Kelsey, a little bit later on this afternoon.
I was actually in the merchandise tent this morning and walked past the Drake's Pride little section. Didn't see your photo up.
No, it must have fell off.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, it must have fell off. Well, Sam is off to a great start again. Really has been getting that first one
Yeah.
going. You set yourself up.
I think that's what Paul needs to do. Just give his first bowl a chance.
Well, that's right, especially 3-ball pairs.
Dropped it short a couple of times.
Well, this is a better one. Good correction. Sort of grown on me too, 3-ball pairs, Kelsey. I wasn't a big fan of it at the start, but I thought it might have just been a skipper's game. You know, sort of 3-ball singles for the skipper, but
What do you prefer?
well,
Traditional 2-2-2-2.
yeah, I don't mind the 2-2-2-2. But as I get older, and it's half the walking, so the 3-ball pairs.
Had a question, what time does Aaron Tees play today? Probably can't give you a definite answer because it is a little bit dependent on how the women's singles game goes this morning, but I think if you aim for roughly 1 o'clock.
Well, very good shot there. The final bowl.
Dean Shaw wants you to sign his hat.
Well, Sammy's chasing after his 3rd one. Well, Brass is coming in. Well, he's not a mile away. He's going to hang on. He needs to hang on for the jack. Well, look at this. Oh, what a great shot there. Sammy Lagutsa.
Great balls.
2 shots. And he's trailed that jack sort of away from Paul's bowls.
We've seen Peter attack a fair bit. I reckon this will look like a pretty juicy target for him.
Well, I think so. And we talked about Kelsey with the speed of the green and the wind a bit swirly. I think we're going to see the run shot come into play quite a bit. So backhand. Well, he's arriving.
Paul looks interested.
He's arriving, Kelsey.
Just needs to get down. I think it's a bit wide.
Well, if he can get to one of his own. Ooh,
Oh, well.
that's not too bad. It's not too bad.
I think Russ has just got to arrive maybe just a metre or so. If he happens to just slip past is good. Sit the white, change it up a bit.
Well,
His
that's right.
two bowls are a bit vulnerable.
That's right. Even if he pushes one of his own back.
It's amazing. He's going to have to try and do 3 things with 1 bowl. And I reckon he's about to do it.
Well, that's very good, Brass. Okay, so just arrive again.
Yeah, similar weight.
Yeah, just having a look at his angles. Oh, needs to hold, Kelsey. He's going to run into the short one. Well, it's out of the way now, so that
Yeah.
might open up a bigger weight option. Oh, Brass is sticking with the backhand, so see what it does here. Is he going to try a similar sort of shot or go right back?
Yeah, well, we've got to remember to always look at the tee.
Well, he's just drawing another one in. And he's not a mile away from doing it either. Well, that's going to be another shot. So 3 it is now.
What would you do, Sachi?
Well, I don't think I'd be mucking around.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
I'd
Get
be-
stuck into it.
Yeah, they got the tee. It's a big target. You get that plant. That plant could get the 3 bowls.
Yep.
Righto, Peter McBride, here we go, his final delivery.
That's a big shot. 5 behind on the scoreboard. 3 down at the head.
That's right, backhand it is. See how much weight he plays at this. And he's going reasonable at it. Oh, Paul's not saying much. I think he's tight.
Oh, wow. There was nothing for
No,
tie.
there wasn't either. So
But easier said than done. He didn't miss by much.
he'll be kicking himself there now, Brass. Real opportunity to get another good multiple. They've already had 2 4s in the match. He's drawing for another one. Well, they make the difference, don't they, Kelsey?
It's looking pretty good.
And he's not a mile away. I think he's just going to need the rest on something.
It's a touch over. 3.
So now 14-6. We're getting close to the halfway mark.
Great to see some of the questions coming through. Keep them coming.
So now we'll start the 9th end. Semi backhand as we go away from the clubhouse.
Pretty handy again.
Oh, that's right. And that's been the difference too, isn't it, Kelsey? Like that first bowl has always been around the mark.
Paul's played some great bowls himself leading up. He's had some great ends, but most of the time it's only been sort of 1 or 2 bowls, hasn't it? And that first one's always just that little bit short.
He's done it again here too. Spoke about it, Kelsey. It's always sort of important to make sure you try and reach for that first. You can come back with your next 2. But short bowl, especially on these greens. So Sammy's going to leave that. Change it over to the forehand. It's going to be around the mark. Well, no worries for Sam. Change over.
Plays with such good weight. I mean, even his bowls that, haven't been, exactly what he wanted, they're only sort of 4 or 5 feet away. He's always got good line or good weight. Hasn't had too many really loose ones. Giving Brass a lot to work with.
Well, the ball's changed over. I don't know if it got away all that great. He looks too wrapped with it.
Try and for a toucher, tuck it around the corner, finish a little bit past. It'd be the perfect end.
Well, that's right. Well, his speed's not going to be too far away again. Well, those are three very good bowls. Sam Magutsa. So, big correction here required. Paul Davis. He's going to need to sit some at Kelsey, I think. He's going to run through.
Oh, that's probably made it a little bit trickier as well.
Yes, Rowan will be pretty happy with that.
Great to see a couple of locals make it through to the final. We talked about it at the start. Peter mentioned in his interview that this, these guys have played in the event every year. And here they are, taking on two of the best.
Oh, that's right.
If you looked at the names before the event started, you see Sam Laguza
Well,
and Ron
yes.
Brassey. They were probably favourites before a bowl had even been played. Such an amazing record between the two of them.
Oh, that's a great shot from Brass. Right in behind.
That's what the Australian Open's all about, though, isn't it? Anyone can play. What a great opportunity to be here playing on a TV rink.
Oh, exactly.
Signage, spectators, cameras. Doesn't get much better.
He's just going to run away. A good weight just to try and tip a bowl over.
Yeah, I just needed
Sit
to
the
try
back.
and change it up a little bit.
Well, Brass is not far away the mark again. Well, I think we're going to have to see some weight kills.
I think so.
Oh, he's going to have to give this a real chance. That's going to be very hard to draw.
Yeah. And we've seen him wind up a couple of times and he's hit a few, and the ones that he's missed have only just missed, so...
Well, forehand is.
Oh, he's
no,
worried
he's
about
close.
the backward.
Oh, he's missed it.
Oh,
Well, I think Brass will be trying to get to the tee now. Can't really make it any better. So Brass with his final bowl. Head's looking very good. 8 shots in front. We approach the halfway mark. Trying to get to the tee. And that's exactly what he's done. Well, Peter's coming to have a look at the hair, but I think he's still got to go.
very hard to draw after just having a run.
That's right.
If he can hit it and kill it, it's going to be,
Well, it's going to be a lot
it's
better
going to be
than
better than what it is. And sometimes you just need a little bit of good fortune. Maybe his bowl might run through.
Well, he's gone back to the backhand, Kels.
Oh, I think he's trying to play the perfect shot.
Well, he's just arriving. Is he going to hang on?
Is he holding?
Well, unfortunately, he's got nothing. It was a tough weighted shot to play.
Yeah, very hard to play the perfect shot.
I think it's 4, Kelsey. No, it's only 3. They might have saved one there. Right, it is. Lagutsa and Brass now with an 11-shot lead at the halfway mark. 17 shots to 6.
think it's time their Rabina teammates, Paul and Peter, they said at the start they've got probably 30 odd of their club mates coming to watch. I think it's time they start revving these guys up. Need a big few ends from them. 11 shots behind at the halfway mark.
Well, first thing, Kelsey, they have to try and figure out how to win back-to-back ends. Well, see Sam there, that's what we talked about. First ball passing Jack. So already has the tee covered.
Great to hear the Maitland City Club have got the game up on the big screen.
Yes, a big shout out there to sure Ian Martin, the CEO, and DJ, Vice Coordinator. Well, again, all short. It's, I see him just running away.
Corrected the weight nicely.
Well, Peter lost this one a little bit better.
Just needs to stop now.
Yes. Well, it's a ball past Jack anyway, Kelso, so. Also semi-final delivery, looking for one in between.
Looks to be stuck out a little bit wide.
Well, so probably Sam's loosest end for the match.
These are the ones you've got to pounce
Oh,
on.
that's right, Paul. Needs a close bowl.
Good.
Well, needs to keep running. Needs to run as far as he can. Well, an opportunity there, but going to leave his skipper with all the work to do. Daniel Hill, pass coordinator out at Charlestown. When his club player Sammy, bit of a shout out. Calling him Young Sam. Well, there's plenty of room here for Brass.
You sent this one a little bit wide as well.
We just got a little
Yeah, that helps.
bit of assistance.
That'll be the shot. Still a little bit of room.
Well, their draw game's just gone off the mark the last couple of ends, hasn't it, Kelsey? So Peter needs to find it. Well, his area looks good. How's his weight?
I like it.
Well, I think he's played a good one here. He has. Well, Brass, he's tightened up the line. Well, his weight's going to be pretty handy here. Just needs to hang on. Well, it's going to be very close.
Paul still likes
And
theirs.
just signalling still one shot. So Peter, can he repeat the dose? First one was a good one. The track's about the mark again, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Oh, can he
Little
get it?
touch on the
Can he
jack.
get to the jack? He needs the jack. Well, he's got enough.
Good enough for
Oh,
two.
couple of good ones there.
All right, what's
Oh,
Brass got?
yes.
Sam looks interested.
Is he going to come and spoil the party? He's going to need the rest of these bowls.
Come on.
Oh, it's just going to run away.
Just at the end there.
Righto, now then,
Do it again.
do it against the call. Well, they've been scoring in twos, Kelsey.
What's the third shot? Blue one.
He's just got to beat this wing one.
Between that one and that one. You've got one behind that. We have, yep.
Well, a little touch on the jack will go close to bringing the white one in of Paul's. So Peter played two crackers, nearly fell over. These are the ones that generally work out all right.
These are usually my best ones.
Yes, well, he's not a bad line. I think his weight's pretty good.
Three very good bowls, wherever this finishes. It'll be close, but
Oh,
three
falls
good bowls
back.
nonetheless.
I think he's just missed out. Well, Sam's already signaling he's over the bar of it. Two.
Two.
So it gets him back into single figures. A bit of a team talk going on here too, Kelsey.
That's good, good, yeah. Peter's saying, I think we should go a little bit shorter. Be good. Got to try something. You might only
Well,
make the Australian Open final once
exactly
in.
right. This is the one. Need to go back to back. Well, again, Kelsey, it doesn't really look like a drastic change of length.
The position of the jack is a little bit different on the
Yeah, it's-
tee, but yeah, you're right. The
only-
length is very similar.
It's only a couple of metres, if that. So, you know, I do think they might need to go a little bit more extravagant.
He's giving his first one a chance, though.
Well, that's a much better start.
Good start.
In between jack and ditch, it's not bad.
So the other matches on the other greens are starting to finish up. So it won't be long, and we'll be able to tell you the finalists for the next game. So we've actually got a couple more games this afternoon. After this game, we've got the over 60s women's pairs final. So the semis are being played now. It looks like there's still a rink out there. And then we've got the women's fours final after that. So if you're out and about, you can watch this on your smartphone, your iPad, your computer. If you're anywhere near a TV, now would be a very good time to tune into SBS or Fox Sports.
Probably two down.
And check out the women's singles final between Rebecca Van Ash and Christina Christic.
It'll be a very good game as well, that one, Kelsey.
Yeah, we had a discussion about it at the start. We weren't too sure who was going to win that one. Quite evenly matched, I think. No, despite Rebecca's got a fantastic record for Australia and here at the Australian Open, but Christina's been in some pretty good form of late, and the greens are running, you know, really nice, really similar to WA. So I think Christina will draw really well in that one. So if you have the ability to do it, you know, you could be watching two games of bowls at once.
Well, Sam had lovely weight with his first two. Chasing after his last one. He's going to be around the mark again, just needs to hang on. Well, it's a good shot. So, again, Peter's going to have to do some work. Breeze just picking up a bit too. Kelsey's getting a little bit swirly now.
Yeah, we had a couple of ends there where it died down. It was quite pleasant. But yeah, it has picked up a bit. Sun's still shining though, that's all that matters.
Yep. Well, Peter, we played 3 great bowls on his last end. Track's good. I think he's going to need to land the bowl.
Gave it a chance.
Yeah, he's going to lose it, unfortunately.
So a few comments coming in about the players sort of encroaching on the lines. I'm sure, you know, for myself, I've played on TV, you know, quite a bit, so I know to stand to the side, and I'm sure someone would have quietly whispered to these guys before the game to do that, but it's hard in the heat of battle, and, you know, for some of these guys, first time on TV.
No, exactly.
It's very difficult, you know. You go back to what you do every time you go out and play bowls, and unfortunately, we don't have cameras in our faces every time we go and play bowls.
No. Well, Peter, he needs a big one here.
This is looking all right.
Has his weight, he's going to run through. Needs to stop.
Sam's still two blue.
Oh, Brass had good weight.
Yeah, you can see what he was trying to do there. Just cover those 2 bowls.
There we go, final bowl here now for Peter. Doesn't need a major correction. Just a couple of feet. Oh no, well, Paul's having a look. Well, he's going to need to give this a good hit. Well, he's not going to.
I think his weight was okay too.
Well, he did have good weight.
Take the last one.
So again, it's going to be Brass to steal the advantage. Away from the Robina boys, increase their lead.
Sam's looking interested.
Just needs to keep running. So that's another 2 shots.
2.
It's another 2 to Sam and Rowan. They now lead this game 19-8 after 11 ends. So remember, we're playing 18 ends. So there's still enough time. But if they're going to make a move, it's going to need to be in the next couple of ends.
Sam now, come back to the clubhouse. A little bit of smoke on this. We might nearly lose this one. No, we're going to hang on.
So while we've got a chance, I can tell you the women's fours final, which is the 3rd game today. Got Lynn Q, Leanne Polson, Diane Strawbridge and Marilyn Emerton. So we've got 3 Kiwis and a lady from the Sunshine Coast teamed up, and they'll be taking on Brittany Wiley, Emery Pert, Sarah Bonington and Carmen Anderson.
Yeah, so we will have new champions. Kelsey, we've had the Chloe Stewart 4 on the trophy for the last couple of years.
Good. 2 yards off, Paul, you get shot.
Well, good correction there from Sam. Throwing just behind the jack.
Try.
Well, the wind's really starting to pick up now, Kels.
Yeah.
It's even blowing my hair around. It's got to be strong to do that.
Didn't hair and makeup put enough spray in.
Well, Sammy needs to negotiate this front bowl. He will do.
Another yard, Paul.
Well, important here for Paul.
Yeah, mate.
I'm going to try and get some rhythm going, get some bowls in the head. Give Peter a chance. Looks to be better this time.
Yeah, well done.
He promotes his own.
Oh, be good
Will
enough
be
for
good
shot.
enough for shot.
So for anyone that's just tuned in, you're watching the men's over 60s Australian Open pairs final. Got a bit of a, when we said at the start, it was a bit of a David versus Goliath matchup. We've got two locals.
Yes,
Jet-
against two of the greatest.
The gents in yellow, the locals from Robina against, the boys in blue. Two superstars of the game. Ron Brassey, who's on the mat now, former New Zealand representative, world champion. And Sam Laguza is in the New South Wales Hall of Fame. He's played over 300 tests for New South Wales. And was an Australian representative as well.
Oh, Brass, look at that. Drawn that cold.
Well, that's how it's done. Oh, Peter's dropped his head. He doesn't like this one. Set that one a bit wide.
I'll just run around at the back. No Brassy now. Still going to draw again. Doesn't look to be a mile away either. And he's just drawing under.
Anyone?
Well, it's two very handy bowls. Well, Brassy.
I think it's still just the one. Looks like Peter's brought this in a touch, but it looks like he's also put a bit more on it.
He's going to need some help through this one.
Yeah, good ball.
Well, that's going to help. A couple of seconds maybe.
Come on.
Oh, Brass is just not quite going to get there with this one.
Not too bad.
Oh, am I getting the road a bit?
Ah, the old blocker.
Yeah.
You could, yeah. Stay on turn, yeah.
Okay, so. Well, I don't know, Kelsey. I still think there might be more chances on the back end, but. So he's going to switch over here, Peter. Last bowl. Going to just try and roll his own, or if he misses it, he can get back to that bowl of Brassies.